Hey guys, happy Aloha Friday. Burger Guy here with the second sake review. I know not burgers, but today it's sake again. Last week I did a review of Dasai 45. That was really nice. Today I have Hakkaisan Tokubetsu Honjozo. Okay, this is I believe it's going to be a little bit different from last week, and I'm kind of curious to see what it's going to turn out to be. This sake comes from Niigata, which is north of Nagano. So it's a little bit different from last week's sake. Okay, so let's see what it tastes like. Chubby unicorn. Kampai. Okay. First off, it's very fruity. It comes off as very fruity in the beginning. It does go down a little bit crisp, a little bit, I guess, dry, but the upfront flavor is very strong. Maybe you call that robust. I'm not sure if that's a word you would use with sake, but I really enjoy that first sip of this sake cold. Now, something a little bit different from the Dasai 45. This one, they say you can drink it cold, room temperature, or warm, not hot, but warm. So what I've done is I warmed up a little bit to see if there's a difference in the taste. So, kampai. So in my experience with warm sake, I felt that it goes on a little bit smoother, a little bit. You don't get as much of that dryness. Again, my unexpert experiences, but I feel like when it's warmed up, you kind of lose a little bit of that sweet fruitiness, and you get more of a grainy type of taste. And it's really nice when you drink it warm as well as when you drink it cold. I guess it depends on what you want. If you want a more fruity one, I would suggest drinking it cold. And if you want something with a little bit more mellow flavor, I would probably warm it up. And it goes on very smoothly, warms you up. Again, this comes from Niigata. It has a 15.5% alcohol. It is 55% RCR or RPR, excuse me, rice polishing ratio. So again, that's when they polish the rice to a certain amount and then they use that to make the sake. Something I learned, the acidity is 1.0 and the, let's see, what is that called? The sake meter rate of value, sake meter value is a positive 4.0. And basically when I looked at the chart, all it means is that it's light and dry, which I think it is. It's a very light sake and it can be dry. Not super dry, very enjoyable though. Okay. I think the internet said the tasting notes were watermelon and grain. I can definitely get the grain from the warm sake. I didn't exactly get watermelon per se, but I did get fruity and I did get sweet from the cold sake. It pairs well with meat and seafood. I would imagine that would be more on the colder side with the seafood and maybe meat with the warmer side. And they also mentioned that it goes well with noodles and nabe, which is a Japanese hot pot, warm water or soup filled with a lot of meat and vegetables in there, nabe. So that would go well with the warm sake. Okay, well, that's my unexpert review of Hakkaisan Tokubetsu Honzonjo. Again, if you have any comments or if you've had this sake and you would like to share your comments, please feel free to do so. If you like the content, go ahead and subscribe and like. It doesn't really matter. I'm not going to be a millionaire on YouTube. I just want to share some good sake with you guys. All right? See you next time. Kampai.